What's going on, everybody? Jeff back here with another Head beer review. Got another Dogfish Head beer, and this is my first ever gluten-free beer, as far as I know. But this is their Tweezin Ale, and it's a sorghum-based ale brewed with strawberries and buckwheat honey. And the interesting thing is on the side they've got nutritional facts. So this one has 170 calories, and then see right here it's certified gluten-free. So I actually have a friend with a gluten allergy, so hoping this one will be pretty good, and I can maybe get some for him or recommend it to him because he usually has to steer clear of beer. But so 6% alcohol. I'm pretty excited to try this one. It's going to be a new quarterly offering from them, so it's going to be around about the same time as their seasonals, but only released like 3 or 4 times a year. But let's go ahead and get into it. Normal Dogfish Head cap. So in addition to being my first sorghum beer, I think this is also the first strawberry beer I've ever had. Alright, so I got it poured. Crystal clear, golden colored beer. Kind of like a little bit darker than a straw color, so a little bit darker than a you would see a Pilsner or a pale American lager, but crazy amount of carbonation coming up from the bottom, even for a glass with the laser etching in the bottom. It's got about a finger of a really, really soapy white head with some really fine bubbles. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. First thing you're getting is an intense amount of strawberries, and then right behind the strawberries is like a sweet graininess. Yeah, it really smells super sweet between the strawberries and the honey, and I guess it's the sorghum. I don't know because I've never had anything like that before, but I guess that's the sweet graininess that I'm getting. Yeah, literally no hops to speak of in the smell, just an intense amount of sweetness. All right, well, let's go ahead and give this one a taste. That's really interesting. It has a weird flavor. Yeah, I mean, super sweet. You are getting those strawberries and the sweetness from the honey, and you are getting a little bit of that grain flavor. But it's kind of medicinal almost in the flavor. I mean, it's not like syrupy, but just like the flavor is kind of medicinal. And after the sweetness, it's kind of cut by a dryness towards the end, and it kind of has like a, I mean, with the really fine bubbles and just the nature of this beer, it kind of has like a champagne mouthfeel, kind of bubbly on your tongue, and dry finish. It's kind of interesting. Alright, but I'm going to sip on this one for a little bit longer, and I'll give you guys my final verdict. Alright guys, I'm back with the Dogfish Head Tweezin Ale. I'm going to go with the B- on this one. I think it's super creative that they're using non-gluten based malts. They're using the sorghum, and then the buckwheat kind of adds a little bit of a malty, or buckwheat honey adds a little bit of a maltiness flavor to it. It's very champagne-like. I find that super interesting. And for a non-Belgian beer, and for one that's only 6% alcohol, to kind of have that flavor, I think it's super creative. And regardless of whether you're have a gluten allergy or not, you should definitely give this one a try. The strawberry isn't overpowering. It's not like super discernible. It just adds a great sweetness to the beer. But it's not like with some lambics where you just get kind of like cherry or raspberry flavored cough syrup. It adds a nice note to it, but without being overpowering. So I'm enjoying this beer. I might pick it up again. So this has been Dogfish Head Tweezin Ale, and I'll see you guys in another beer review. Cheers.